Hello. I did not intend on starting this video until tomorrow, but this is my first gig day vlog. And, well, quite frankly, I ran out of time to prepare. I do that a lot. A lot of stuff that I end up doing is last minute. And so here I am, getting my stuff together and making sure I have songs and tabs and everything in order to be able to actually play. Thought I was gonna do it tomorrow, forgot I was playing at church, so can't skip church because then I would be a huge dick. So yeah, just kind of fitting it in when I can. I know this is kind of boring and tedious, but I think it'd be kind of funny for me, at least, to look back and see how my prehistoric way of finagling things and making sure I had stuff ready for gigs probably is definitely going to change here as I grow, but it's kind of funny now, even just being in it, to see how much I'm just putting everything together. I don't know what I'm doing, and it always ends up getting out of order. It doesn't matter. Internet connection fails, and I just, all my photos, I take screenshots of the tabs in order. They always end up getting out of order. It's a mess. But yeah, here's a little picture. So like, this is my set list from the last gig I played, which is pretty cool. And then I'll take screenshots of like the tabs. And so that's like most of my camera roll right now. It's just tabs from playing gigs the past few months. I'm getting there. And then sometimes I'll label them. Maybe. Oh yeah, see, like that one? That one's got, I labeled it. I'm getting smarter, I swear. At least I think I am. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing this. It's late. And I have to get up pretty early for church tomorrow, but just trying to get it all together. Make sure I'm not showing up empty-handed to a gig I'm getting paid for. That's always frowned upon. But I've always wanted to try this, so I will see you in the morning. I'm gonna try this awesome transition. If it doesn't work, it's gonna look really stupid. So I've seen it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do this. I hope that looked cool. I've always wanted to do that. So it's the next day. I forgot to record some stuff from this morning. You really didn't miss much. I went to church, played, had a good time, you know, talked to a bunch of people. But yeah, now it's whatever time it is. I think it's like 12:30, and getting ready for the show. I'm kind of in one of those moods where I'm like, I stressing myself out because I have a ton to do, but I don't have enough time. So I decided, hey, let's take even more time and make a video. Makes sense in my head. But yeah, I just got a few things, and the fall weather, it's got my allergies acting up, so that's always a good time. But yeah, this is what I decided to wear. New pants that I like. They're Levi's, which are a lot of fun, and I don't know, I always like dressing the part. That's kind of one of those things where it's like, I know I can wear whatever. I mean, obviously I'm not going to wear like shorts and sweatpants or whatever, but I just like dressing up and feeling good. I always feel good about myself when I dress up, and like, I take a lot of my inspiration clearly from like Springsteen or Elvis, or like bands like from the 70s, they're always wearing like boots and jeans and some kind of like, it's like the official uniform of, this is very cringy, the official uniform of rock and roll. I don't play rock and roll, but I'm dressed the part anyways. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a nice fall day. I'm gonna be outside. This is just a little update. I gotta get all my stuff together, all my cords and everything. I always make sure I have enough, especially since I'll be outside. I'll need a ton of extension cords, and just, it's gonna be good. I don't think there's any rain coming. I didn't see any, and I don't know. I guess I'll catch you guys later. I'll probably pick this back up when I get there, do a little video of the sound check and the setup and everything. That'll be cool. Oh, I'm gonna try a time lapse. Ooh, all right, yeah. See you guys there. All right. I know I said I was gonna pick up at the show, the venue, but I lied. I thought this was kind of a good place to show some stuff. So this is my current situation. This is how I get around. I take all my equipment and everything. Over here, I got my guitars and all my stands, and I was proud of this. So it's a double-sided. So it's like, instead of saying tips, my dream car is a Challenger. And so I called it Challenger Funds. But then on the other side, I put tuition donations, because I also, pay tuition. And so no matter what side of the bridge you're on, if you want me to be responsible, or, you want me to have a cool car, everybody's happy, but it all goes to the same place. But just don't tell anybody. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Most people, when they tour around or they play around, they have vans or people that drive for them. That's cool, but I like the Nissan Altima style. It's more fitting for me personally. I enjoy the cramming everything in, especially when I have 2 speakers. One of them rides up front with me, and that's very scary because I play the mom game every time I stop, so it doesn't tip over, because it's like a 40-50 pound speaker, and that would suck if it flipped over. So now I promise pick back up at the show, and I'm gonna try that time lapse. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think.
That sounded awesome. That was so and I know I don't wanna stay. I like the song. Ain't no reason I'll leave her home. I know, said don't know where the box are.
All right, here we are. So this was definitely a different experience. It was interesting, quite frankly. I found myself forgetting to record certain things or certain parts because I've never done this before, so I'm not used to having to do anything where I have to make sure I get it on film. Most of the time, I'm kind of happy things aren't on film, so it's kind of weird to make a point to be like, all right, make sure you record this. Right now, currently, it's the night after. I am trying to upload the full show, if you want to call it that. It was a lot of fun. It was cool. I was having issues with my my allergies and whatnot, being outside and just this time of year. It's always frustrating to try and sing and whatnot. I didn't realize I had that in. With allergies, I mean, I'm not gonna make it sound like it's some big deal, but just it's always, I can always feel something going on. But we powered through, and I was so stoked to see my whole family pretty much there. I mean, my parents and grandparents I can always count on them being there, and I just can't say how much it means to always look back and know I had the ones I loved with me, because they're the ones that make it worth it, especially right now, because I haven't really built up a huge following per se, or really any fans. I mean, I've been working on it, and I think people enjoy listening to me, but as far as people coming back, I haven't established that yet, and I need to work on that a lot. But it was pretty neat, and it always is, and I love each and every one of them, and just hope they know how much it means to always have them there. My show's uploading. It's gonna take forever. It was like 2.5 hours, 40 minutes, whatever. And I recorded it in like 4K, which I wanted it to be cool, because why not? Because we can. And it's gonna take like a day to upload. But the cool thing about it is when it does upload, you get to see everything. I mean, this was by no stretch like a perfect performance, or maybe even one that you would be happy you were at, if you were just somebody walking by. And there were a few people that stopped by and hung out for a little bit, but it's cool to be able to put this one up, and I'm glad I recorded this one, because you get to see it all. I mean, you get to see me physically not feeling good, mentally not feeling great, and I think that's real life. I think it would be cool to be able to throw up some just stellar show that I put on and I could feel great about and be like, yeah, look at that, that's cool. But I think this, honestly, for where I'm at right now, this is better, because that's what it can be. That's not what it is every time, but that's what it can be. And I think that shows where my bottom is, and so it's only up from here, and I'm excited about that, because I get to just continue to work and practice and grow, and eventually I'll look back and maybe I'll feel good about my performance. But I want to give a huge thank you to the Hex, especially for having me play at their amazing venue. I mean, it's always a great time to be there, and I got to play outside for the first time, which was really neat, and it was a beautiful day for it, not too hot, not too cold. So that's, always a blessing, and always great that people want me to play places, and I'm incredibly thankful, and I hope I get another chance to play there sometime soon. That would be awesome. But yeah, thanks Matt and Dory for hosting, and I hope it was a successful bar takeover, which was the main event. I was just there for the fun, as a distraction, I guess. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And in my video of the show, and I'm gonna post a couple snippets of it, my grandpa was able to make it. well, both grandpas were able to make it, but his name is Papaw. I guess if we're gonna start discussing this, Papaw and Papa. And Papaw is the one who plays music, got me into music and everything, and he was there to watch and everything. And I was gonna use his harmonicas because I forgot my stuff at home, but they didn't fit in the holder so that I could play and have a harmonica at the same time, so I didn't want to mess with that. But he sat right behind where I had the phone recording, and he was playing along most of the time, which was awesome because it sounded incredible. I mean, for me, I don't get to play with people, a lot, and sometimes it's nice because I can kind of do my own thing, and that's the way I like it right now. But sometimes it would be nice to have other influences and other people to be able to jam with, or feed off each other. And this was just so cool, and you can actually hear it in the video. The little bit I listened to just to make sure the sound, you could hear it. It's just so cool. And he got up and played one of my songs with me. He's been wanting to play. It's called Drive Away. He's wanted to put harmonica to that for a while, and so for the first time we just tried it out and played, and it was just so cool. I mean, I was so happy. And I said something like, my musical career is never going to top this. And I mean, I meant it. It was so cool. I was so happy he was there. I was so happy to hear it. When I was playing, and I could hear the little faint harmonica in the distance because I had my monitor in front of me, so I couldn't really hear great. But it was just so cool. I was so happy to have that part of it. And I hope it turned out good in the video as far as being able to hear. I don't see why it wouldn't, though. I'll have to watch it when it's done uploading, but we'll see. Yeah, it was funny. I had a battery die in one of my guitars that started making a weird noise. I mean, it was just, we had everything. We had just sprinkles from the sky. I almost fell over a couple times from tripping on uneven ground and my chords. My hands, it was like really humid out, and my hands kept sticking to the guitar neck, which I don't know if anybody plays guitar, they might understand that it's hard to slide and play bar chords and whatnot if it's sticky. But yeah, it's only up from here, and I don't think it's a bad place to be starting from where we are. I mean, I gotta constantly remind myself that, hey, I just started doing this, I guess in March was my first open mic, and I didn't really start doing it seriously until about June. So I gotta give myself a little time and a little credit for coming as far as I have. But just, I want to make sure everybody knows how much I appreciate them and how excited I am for the future, and who knows what's gonna happen. But hopefully this was somewhat watchable. I'll have to edit it all together, and that's going to be interesting because I'm terrible at video editing and everything. So I'm probably going to spend a lot of tomorrow doing that after I work on my homework, which is sad. I'm going to spend a lot more time than I probably should. But we'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of excited to see. I've always wanted to do something like this, selfishly. I mean, you see people do it online all the time, and you always think, hey, I would do this different, or maybe I would have done this, and so I get to do that now. And nobody's watching, so I don't really have to worry about disappointing anybody. This is just like an experiment. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. But if you made it to this part, God bless you, and thank you for sticking with me. And there's definitely going to be more to come musically, and maybe even YouTubely. You never know. Who would have thought? I definitely wouldn't have. But hope you guys have a great day or night, and I will see you next time.